she grew up at a time when there weren't, frankly, the opportunities for women, athletically, academically, professionally, that there are today. And so that she would be a part of an effort, her legacy would be part of an effort to help girls and young women fulfill their potential, in this case, athletically, but also from a leadership standpoint. I think she'd be very happy and very proud of that. And we certainly are.
Former Indiana Governor and U.S. Senator Evan Bayh on the legacy of his late mother, Marvella Bayh. She was the inspiration for Title IX legislation, shepherded by her husband, Birch, which really has had a profound impact on hundreds of thousands of girls and women over the past 50 years. And now that incredible legacy about to grow with the Marvella, a $100 million first-of-its-kind destination that is focused on girls and young women in sports and leadership. It is a sprawling campus at Fair Oaks Farms in Northwest Indiana that will be home to unparalleled resources, indoor and outdoor courts and fields for basketball, volleyball, soccer, flag football, and more, as well as a 5,000-seat indoor arena for championship events and tournaments. And there is expected to be economic impact as well in the form of approximately 1,000 new jobs and a big boost to the region's tourism and sports economy. The bottom line, girls and women's athletics wouldn't be where it is today without the Bayh family's influence in the passage of Title IX. Mary Rachel Redmond here now with more. Mary Rachel.
Well, Gary, by definition, the name Marvella means a miracle to marvel at, extraordinary, marvelous. All words that perfectly sum up not only the mission of this new complex dedicated to girls' sports, but also the woman who inspired its very creation, Marvella Bayh.
Marvella Bayh is a leader in the movement for women's rights. She was prominent in the speaking and debating. In fact, went to a national contest. It so happened at the same time there was a student from Purdue University by the name of Birch Bayh participating in that contest. She won. From that point, I believe he decided that if you cannot beat her, join her.
I am woman, hear me roar.
I often think about that story that woman was taken out of man, not out of his head to top him, nor out of his feet to be trampled underfoot, but out of his side to stand equal to him.
The year was 1978. Marvella Bayh took to the stage to debate outspoken conservative activist Phyllis Schlafly.
The Equal Rights Amendment says equality of rights under the law.
To the woman today trying to make her place in this world, whatever she chooses her place to be.
She was very talented in her own right. She was governor of Girls State and then president of Girls Nation at age 18 and got to meet Harry Truman way back in the day. And, you know, if she were growing up today, she might have been the governor or the senator of the family rather than my father or me. But women didn't have quite those opportunities back then. She wanted to go to the University of Virginia.
Imagine my sadness when we went for the interview to find that although I was an honor student, almost straight A's, and had all the credentials, simply because I was female, they wouldn't even consider me.
It was Marvella's rejection from the University of Virginia that laid the stage for U.S. Senator Birch Bayh to pass legislation banning gender-based discrimination in education. Known as Title IX, it came into law in 1972.
My father always thought that girls, women, wives, sisters, daughters should have the same opportunities as us guys, and she really helped urge him along in that direction.
That's a special story in a couple of ways. Sometimes as people we get rejected, but that rejection can turn into something good. So Marvella's rejection inspired something that changed more lives than she probably could ever imagine.
What we were trying to do was to see that women were treated equally.
Because of Title IX, I got the opportunity to reach my dreams and my goals.
It's opened doors and everything. You and I wouldn't be sitting here today.
That in itself is an inspiration, which is why we'll have Marvella's story featured at our museum.
Former Indiana Fever president Allison Barber is now chair of the Marvella Foundation and is helping to raise money to fund scholarships for girls to attend Marvella, designed to be much more than just a sports campus.
So imagine that a girl will come to the campus and compete in all the sports. In between their games, they'll go to the Marvella Success Center. Well, they'll have these opportunities to really have some fun learning experience that will really create this 360 approach to girls. That's the goal, is when it's not just sports, it's life training. We know that 94% of women in C-suite positions in America played sports.
Marvella, a fitting tribute to an Indiana woman who spent most of her life advocating for an equal playing field, unknowingly paving the way for girls to have opportunities like the one that now bears her name.
I'm a proud Hoosier. And so the fact that we are the birthplace of Title IX is something that we should be really proud of and be bold about explaining and sharing with people outside of our state. And Marvella will do just that.
Hopefully it'll be successful for many years to come, and young ladies and girls from around the country can come here to Indiana. And the fact that it coincides with the time when Caitlin Clark is the talk of the town, and Tamika Catchings has also been supportive. So there may be a harmonic convergence here that will help this be successful. And if it leads the next generation of young women and girls to go on and be successful and to win championships and do us all proud, well then, what a great legacy.
And Allison Barber tells me as soon as the ground unfreezes, work will begin on the Marvella complex, and it's a tight turnaround with the expectation that Marvella will be up and running in 2026. So just a little over a year to build this massive one-of-a-kind complex.
Yeah, this is a big project. It's kind of like a Disney World for women's and girls sports.
Absolutely. It's going to be the best equipment, the best nutritionist for girls. Designed for girls, and I kind of wish it were around when I was playing soccer.
Great, thanks. Great look at that story. Thanks, Mary Rachel.